Well, Booty Hoser ain't Booty Hoser no more. He's Bootenhoser now. He's actually
Okay,
making
no more
some
booty
good.
hoser.
No more Booty Hoser today. So surprise that. Welcome back to the little post game series we're doing for the NBA Finals on the Sports Bits podcast.
You speak English
Um,
today?
what's up?
You speaking English today?
Nah. I'm actually surprised. I was really surprised
Yes.
just to get today. And honestly, I had Bucks in six, so I was like, I think my prediction was like they're gonna win
You
their
said Suns and six.
or Suns in six.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you
All
go,
right.
Suns in
No, I was
six.
just making sure.
Yeah, no, Suns in six. Because I had the Bucks winning their first two home games. It was like my
Mhm.
prediction. Then they're gonna lose their last home game in game six. So that's kind of what I thought. So I was kind of expecting this, but still, like I was surprised how much like intensity they came out with and how much they decided to
Yes.
take control of this game.
Mhm.
And first thing I gotta say before you give your first reaction is that I'm genuinely surprised how Holiday and Middleton stepped up today. That's like
They seriously stepped up
I'm
big.
surprised from their track record being super inconsistent. So that's all I'm going to say before I pass it off to you.
I mean, honestly, I don't want to say I'm surprised that they played so well, but because like we know that they've been inconsistent, but like to me, for like their inconsistency is like they play poorly for a couple games and then they get really hot for one game. You know what I mean? So like I'm
Mm-hmm.
not like super like shocked that they did it, but yeah, I mean I figured that the Bucks were gonna win at least. I mean I had Suns in seven, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
still sticking to it. I think even though I don't want to change my prediction in the middle of the series, but
Yep.
it's not looking like it's gonna hold up. But no, I think the Bucks definitely. I figured that they were gonna win. A home game. Because I mean it's the same thing with the Brooklyn series. I said it last time. They come back, 2-0 or down two in the series, and then they come back on home court, and then they just got like this fire in them. And yeah, like you said, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday had good games. And I think a big part of it, from what I was watching, when Ayton got into foul trouble in the third quarter, they took him out, and then
Mm-hmm.
Giannis was just eating in the
Yep.
paint, dude. They could not stop him. They don't really have any bigs that can stop him. Like you think Kaminsky is gonna stop Giannis?
That's what I was going to say.
Like that's not going to happen. So like I
Yep.
think they definitely need Ayton to be able to guard Giannis. Otherwise, he's going to give them a lot of problems, and that's exactly what he did tonight when he had the
Yeah.
opening.
I mean, it's kind of funny because my little my little thing is a boot like saying booty hoser is turning into is actually being Budenhoser now is
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they ran the rotation I was talking about is running a lot of Giannis small ball five. Even I
Mhm.
would even say they ran Giannis at the four slash five with Portis out there. So they had like Portis and Giannis switching between four and five, and they had
Yeah.
Connaughton out there along with Drew Holiday and Middleton, which is really good. I want them to play smaller in
Mhm.
general. So even playing PJ Tucker or Bobby Portis in the four position would honestly be I would be happy with that, having Giannis
Yeah.
at the five. So they did that and they took advantage of Aiden being in foul trouble. That's another thing.
Mhm.
And I got scared that the last thing was like I was scared that Cam Johnson got injured because
Yeah.
the Suns are already like beaten up as it is. Like if they lose another guy, they're going to have to play like I don't know who they're going to play off their reserves to
Yeah,
complete the
seriously, because
bench.
Cam Johnson has been so big off the bench for
Cam
them.
squared, Cam squared.
Cam
I know.
squared, that's right. Yeah. Cam squared. I didn't actually check the box score because I think there's still like a couple minutes left
Oh
in the
no,
game.
Cam Johnson did really well. 5 for 11, 5 for 11, 1 for 5, 3 for 3 at the free throw line.
Yeah, I
14
knew Cam
points.
Johnson played well, but I'm talking about I didn't see
Oh,
Cam Payne
campaign.
box.
7 points, 4 assists, and 3 for 10. Yeah, he did pretty good tonight. I mean, for like a backup point guard. I mean, he usually goes like
Yeah,
10 plus points. Trying to be like godly backup point guard. So
yeah, but that's all they really need from him. As long as he gets like 10 points a game, like when filling in for Chris Paul, like
yeah.
that's all they really need from him.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of 10 points, are you surprised about the performance of
Oh,
Devin Booker tonight with 10
yeah,
points?
absolutely, absolutely. Like I think he ended like 3 for 14.
Yep, 3 for 14, 1 for 7, 3
Yeah,
for 5. Yeah, so I have all the box score up here if you need me to like reference anything from tonight's
yeah,
game.
but like I mean that's so uncharacteristic for him.
I think
But
this is the first bad game he's had this whole playoffs, or am I like maybe I just haven't
I
watched all of
think
them? But
I think this is his lowest scoring game by far.
yeah,
But he's had
probably.
like a couple shooting nights where he's like shot a little bit like below 45%,
Yeah,
I think. But
subpar.
like yeah, like a little bit subpar, but he still was scoring like 25 points plus a game. So this was
Yeah,
definitely his like worst performance by far.
and I honestly couldn't lock down why that happened because maybe it's I think maybe it's home. Like my only thing I can pinpoint is home court advantage. I
Mhm.
think that's the only reason I can think of because they play Jeff Teague still, so clearly the Bucks are still doing something wrong. They played Jeff Teague 13 minutes. I mean,
Yeah, I
Connaughton
saw
played.
him. I left when I saw he was subbing in. I was like, all
Yeah,
right, this is over.
yeah. See, no, but the thing is, like, look at this. They played Drew Holiday 40 minutes. They played Connaughton 30 minutes, and then they played Jeff Teague 13. I'm like, really, really? You
Mhm.
could be
Yeah.
playing. You could be playing. They only played Brent Forbes 4 minutes. They could have played Brent Forbes way more minutes, and I think he's a way better shooter than what is it? Jeff Teague in my
Yeah,
eyes
I
personally.
think I agree with you that he's a better shooter for sure because that's like what Forbes is there for. He's there for shooting.
Mhm.
I think that like the only reason why I could think maybe they didn't put him in is they wanted more of like a facilitator out there when Drew Holiday wasn't out there because Jeff
Could
Teague
have
is as much as we're like kind of crapping on him low key like he's still like he was a good point guard for a while so he still has like that basketball IQ. So he's
been. Yeah.
definitely still a decent facilitator. So that's the only reason why I would think that they would put him over Forbes if they
Yeah, I
want
mean, if
like
you also
ball.
notice, like one thing I noticed also is that the Bucks were playing really fast. Like I think they were matching the
They
Suns'
really
speed, which
picked
is
up the pace.
they picked up the pace, which is like I think this is the key to what they're trying to do is trying to keep pace with the Suns. Because if they
Mhm.
don't, as you saw in first two games, like they're playing really slow. It looks like have you seen the sloth from Zootopia? That's basically it's like that's basically how fast they've been
Yeah, they
playing
were
the
just
first two
so
games,
slow. Mhm. Yeah,
and then
especially
now
when
they're
like
playing
Lopez is
fast.
out there. Dude,
Yeah,
it's so bad when Lopez.
even when
I like
Lopez is out
Lopez, but
there.
he is so slow.
I'm just gonna say, even when Lopez is out there, they're basically running all four guys back and letting Lopez catch up. And I'm noticing like
Mhm.
first two games they weren't playing as fast and they were letting like just the fast break points kill him. But now they're like, all right, everyone get back, get back. All right, we're gonna like bring the ball, play a good transition offense and defense. I'm like, wow, this Bucks team
Yeah.
really did change. But yeah,
No, they seriously came out. They seriously
Budenholzer really
came out
did.
to play. They came out to play
Yeah,
today. I
I'm
think
really
another big
surprised.
thing that I saw was on the second chance points. The Bucks
Oh
like
yeah, they
destroyed them in second chance points.
I saw the inside of the paint was just disgusting to watch today. It was like not clean at all. Like no one's getting good boards. Like it was all just a fight. Every time
It
everyone's
was
just like
really
fingering the
scrappy.
ball.
Yeah.
Pause. They're
Yeah,
trying
you
to,
fact
you
pause.
know what I mean? Like they're tipping the ball up constantly, and I like no one was getting clean rebounds. Like no one was trying to like
Yeah.
dominate the paint. I think that's one disadvantage of having eight in foul trouble is just because you don't have that big body to be able to grab those boards and get back on offense.
Yeah,
So
for
I don't
sure.
know. That's
Because he's
probably
their, I
it.
mean, he's their big like defensive anchor and like
Exactly.
glass cleaner, So like they were definitely hurting without him out there. And like I said before, Giannis was just absolutely tearing Kaminsky up. Or whenever he got the switch on Cam Johnson, he would go to
Mhm.
work.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I'm gonna say one more thing.
Mhm.
Jay Crowder scoring 18 points. Is this like a curse or something?
Dude,
If Jay Crowder does good, like they're gonna lose
seriously,
games.
I was like, dude, now like I think he missed one shot tonight.
Yeah, he was 6 for 7 from three, and that's like
Yeah,
his
I was
only
like,
shots.
you want to hit your shots now? Like when you're down 20, like come
I
on.
that's what I was saying. Like I feel like also, I mean, Chris Paul and Booker got good volume. They got 14 shots. Aiton got 11, Cam Johnson got 11. So I mean, they got good volume, but I don't know what I don't really know. I still can't figure out what the I mean, I watched the whole game. I can't pinpoint why Paul and Booker played so like.
I
I mean,
think the
Paul played
Bucks.
well. I think for what it was, like he was earning his points. Like they were like basically every shot, every fadeaway he tried to do. Giannis was like this close. His fingers were that
Yeah, no,
close
he was
to
making work
tipping the
for it.
ball.
Yeah, he
It
was
was
making work
crazy.
for it. I think
So
I think the Bucks played really good defense tonight. I think that's why Booker didn't shoot
I'm
well.
surprised, and I think I noticed one thing is that they switched on almost every single screen, which I think helped their like keeping up the pace and hustle. Keeping
Yeah,
them
well, because we
keeping
were
them
talking
moving.
about it last time, where they would like sometimes they would like halfway switch, but then they would be like, oh wait, no, like I don't
They would
want to
end up
switch. I'm
doubling
gonna
on the
go back.
ball, which I think was what
Exactly,
we
and then
said.
leave like an
Yeah,
open shooter on the three. So I think that they just got they got to commit to the switch. If they're gonna switch, they
I
got to
think
commit
yeah.
to it, and I think they did that tonight. And I think their defense definitely benefited from that.
So let's close it with this. Is this a good
Mhm.
recipe for success for the future games if the Bucks actually want to like have a chance to win? Like seeing what they did tonight, do we think they have a chance? Like I'm gonna give my opinion, but I want to hear
I
yours
think
first.
I don't know. I mean, I'm really hesitant just because we know how Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton have been very inconsistent.
Yeah,
And
they go
they
from
were they
prime MJ to scrub
yeah,
on the
like just
bench.
absolute bum. So like we don't really know how Middleton's gonna do some nights. Same with
Yeah.
Drew Holiday, but they played great defense tonight and they kept pace on the offensive end.
Mm.
So, they pulled out with a blowout win, honestly. And
Yeah.
I think for them to be able to win this, they got to just keep shooting the basketball well at a high clip. And I don't really see that happening enough to be able to win the series. I think, like I said, I had Suns in 7, so I think it's still going to be a 7-game series. The Bucks are still going to pull out some dubs, but I don't see them being like. I just think that the Suns are going to come out, like hypothetically Game 7, right? Devin Booker and Chris Paul are going to come out.
Oh yeah.
Like no BS. Like they're going to both drop like 40 points or something crazy, and they're just going to put the series away, I think.
Well, my prediction might be false now because looking at the home court advantage of Milwaukee scares me that they're not going to be able to take Suns won't be able to take a game in Milwaukee, so it might be a Suns in 7, but still, I think home court has a big advantage to like the success of the teams. Like I mean, if this happens Game 4, I could just clearly say that it's whoever's at home court, whoever's a home court it is, they're going to win.
Yeah,
so
it's definitely a big part, especially for this series, I think. Like these two teams, like the Suns fans are super energetic. They like breathe like a whole different level of energy into that team. And then like the Sucks, the Bucks, not the Sucks.
The Sucks.
It might be the Sucks. Who knows?
We don't know.
No, so the Bucks, they're like getting all riled up and shit from and stuff from their
keep it. We'll make it explicit.
Whatever. Like they get riled up from their fans too. So I think home court advantage. Like I know a lot of people are talking about like home court advantage, like whether or not it's a real thing, but I think for this series it's definitely important.
Yeah, these fans are deprived of a championship, and they're both fighting for their lives.
Yeah, both fans.
Both fan bases are fighting for a championship right now. Last thing I got to shout out before I close the podcast: Bobby Portis hustle plays were insane today.
Portis.
People were yelling, "Yo, did you hear Bobby in the chat in the stands?" I'll say Bobby in the chat, but like Bobby in the stands, like Bobby. They're going crazy.
Bobby. I wish he would get more minutes, though. Honestly,
that's what I'm saying. Again, like I'm going to leave this with this last thing: play more small ball, and have PJ and Bobby at the 4. And I think they're gonna that's gonna be a great recipe for them in the future to like keep up with the speed of the Suns. So I think that's the key to them is running small and playing fast. So that's how I'm going to close it.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all Wednesday. Actually, funny enough, I think we'll do our podcast. I don't know how we're going to format this week's podcast just because we might do a post-game reaction Wednesday, and then we might record the podcast on Thursday, or we might record the podcast on Tuesday. I don't know. So
I think the game is Tuesday because don't they only get
one
Wednesday?
Day off?
They stay.
They get 2 days off. So it's going to be Wednesday.
That's only if they switch, I thought. Oh,
nope.
No, you're right, though. Yeah, they play Wednesday.
So we'll see how it works. Like we'll still see an episode of the podcast, and you'll see an episode of the post game reaction on Wednesday. So you'll see when it comes out. We'll post it all over social media. We have an Instagram now. TikTok's blowing up apparently. Hey, TikTok's blowing up. So yeah, we'll see y'all in a couple days with Game 4. Peace, y'all.
Peace.